Hello, this is Shante with Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. Okay, so, man, I have court today, so I'm kind of scared because it could end up in a charge or whatever. Not that I did anything. I did not do anything wrong. I was actually trying to get away from the police. And so I'm thinking that whoever has my writing is somehow connected to the police, and the police keep thinking everything is a joke. It's not a joke if you end up being hurt or anything like that, and your child too. So, today is just like a scary day for me, I guess. Like it's just, I don't even know, I don't even know what to say at this point. So anyway, I've been looking at like all these different things, and I want to like deal with some misconceptions about like what people may think is what people may think of what I'm saying. Because I thought about this too. I listened to Plies, Plies, follow if you don't. Oh my God, look at that. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, so I listened to Plies, and Plies was like saying that if some people won't vote or whatever, like they won't vote to get them out, and they won't get vote to keep them in. They just won't vote. And I don't know. I really can't worry about other people at this point because of the state of the United States. Um, I don't know what this is, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what the point of any of this is. I don't know, and I don't know how I'm connected, but I know that sometimes even the president is like repeating things from the classroom or sometimes from my show, whatever. So it's just like I don't know. Like I really am like, how am I wrapped up in this, and how did my idea or concept go that far? I know it's like some parts of the music. I know it's some parts of shows and different things like that. But um, you cannot keep on trying to record us and steal from us and then think that that's still okay. Yesterday I was followed by a white man, and this is how I know that they set me up to be raped. Yesterday I was followed by a white man. He acted like he was passing me by, right? So when I passed by, he said, "Hey, what's up, girl?" This happened to me when I was driving for Uber. A white guy, he put everything in my car, and his family couldn't fit in there because really I wasn't. I had stuff in my car, like it was summertime. I was trying to like get ready for school or whatever. So I didn't usually have 4 or 5 people in the car, and so he said, "Hey girl, why you should have cleaned this stuff out before you got in here." First of all, you not about to call me girl. I was like, get your shit, get your shit out of my car. Like he took that thing out the car. I went to the back of the car, closed the fucking trunk, and drove the fuck off. I don't play that shit. Like, don't call me girl. Like, I get so tired of this. And then I thought about this. When I was working at Central Market, it was 2 white guys. Like, one guy, he was like real kind of like ugly. He looked like the Sandman. And then it was another guy who was like a white guy. And he kind of reminded you of a guy. He's cute. He kind of remind you of a serial killer on dang, it was this movie where uh how to be a serial killer. I think it was How to Be a Serial Killer, and it's like a white guy. He had his hair going back. It was black. Anyway, I was dating him for a little while, and I had just lost weight, and so I used to go over his house, right? And he wanted me to stay in his house, like he had a room or something, and he had a wife that had cancer, and he had taken all her stuff and like put it in like all these plastic bins all around the house. In the attic, he organized them or whatever. And this is the guy that kept calling me a nigger after I broke up with him. I didn't even really break up with him because we weren't together for real. But then it was a woman, an older woman living with him. I don't know the older woman either. Like, I'm just like, that was her mother. But she seemed like she was like real greedy or something, right? And I think that she actually ended up coming to, I think she is the person that has been stalking us, like at the schools. So, the woman was like, he was like, well, yeah, you need to live with me and come see this room and come see that room and all this different stuff. And it's like, I don't want to live with you. Like, I don't know you. And then he kept trying to sleep with me and stuff. It's like, I don't want to sleep with you either. Like, I'm just hanging out. Like, for real, I'm just chilling. And so I stopped going over there, And that's when he sent me the email, and it just had, like, nigger, like, 5,000 times on there. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these people? And then the other guy, when I was at work, he came in, and it was always like these like lilies. Like I was like actually allergic to the lilies. Like they would always have them on my like things. I would have to move them, whatever. So anyway, he comes in and he's like saying like the derogatory stuff to me, like actually being racist against me. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of you. Like I'm not here to wait on you. Like get the fuck out of my line. Like I can actually refuse you service. I was like, get away from me. He's like, well, let me speak to the manager. Speak to whoever the fuck you want to speak to. But today, this black woman will not be waiting on your ass. And so the manager comes and I'm like, every time he comes in here, he is like totally fucking racist. Like he has an issue with me every time he come here. And then when my child was born, he was the same guy that Brandon. I was walking across the street with my son, and it was like he was trying to hit me and my son. Like my son was like, I was holding my son because he was just born, and we were going into Walmart, and I think Brandon actually stopped the car of the guy because he was like trying to hit us, and Brandon like hit the car, like what the fuck wrong with you, you know? So he actually was trying to run us over, and I'm like, all this shit, man. When people can't control you, now it's like, okay, now I gotta find a way. I'm gonna find a way to control this woman. I'm gonna try to find a way to control her. That's why I'm thinking that we essentially got put out of our apartment, all this different stuff. And I don't want this man around me. Like he actually looked like the Sandman. Like it like, and it's, I just saw one of Brandon videos. That's why I keep thinking he connected to Brandon Clark, because one of his videos he got skin like the Sandman. He don't look like himself. He looked like he got like, you know, like he got those indentions in his face. But that's what that man looked like he had too much plastic surgery or something. Like something happened to him. So I don't know, it's like a lot of weird shit going on, and that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, me and my son not safe, because I think even the other guy, the one that I went date, I think he was actually calling Central Market when I was there to like say that I was doing stuff that I wasn't doing. And so it's like, if all this stuff is like actually trickling down, like where he's just like calling all of my jobs and doing all this different shit for people and all this different stuff, trying to make me upset, or he has like all this information on me. The third thing was, it's like I was on this game Second Life, and it was actually for school. I was on Second Life for school, and then one night I decided just to play, like to see if I could like figure it out, because I was like, well, I can sell, because like on Second Life you can make money if you like a graphic designer. You can like make clothes like the same way with Minecraft and what's the other little game that they play? Minecraft and oh my god, what's the other little game they play? Minecraft and Roblox. So like, you know, you can like get these templates and like make stuff or whatever. So I was like trying to figure out how can I make money off this Second Life game. So anyway, I go into this room, or this actually it's like a setting. Like I went into like a medieval kind of setting or whatever. And I was just walking around just trying to see. And so then the computer got locked up. And so then the guy says to me, get out of here. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm trying to go anyway. It's like, okay, how do I leave? Like, because it's not moving or whatever. So then I said something else to him. I just was asking him. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not pissed off about anything. And he got pissed, and he's like, if you don't leave, I'll make your life a living hell. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Like, I don't know you. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm just really trying to leave the game. I was like, please don't mess with me, because I'm just really, I don't know how to play the game. Yeah, it was in Second Life. And I'm like, okay, that's when we were in a apartment in Bellevue.
You used to play Second Life?
Yeah, I played for class. And then I played to like see if I can make stuff. So anyway, essentially, we are actually being stalked. Like, I'm not joking. Like, that's how that man ended up raping me. How would that man know to even cross my path at that time yesterday? And that is the scariest part, because like I said, when white people do stuff, they don't want to stop. They want to be extra. Like, they trying to be over exaggerative and stuff like that. I have already been through a lot of shit, me and my son. And today we were actually talking about it, like how we can like celebrate all these different moments and stuff. And I actually had a nervous breakdown. Like, I actually was in the store, and it just got to a point where it was just too much stress and pressure coming from the job, and then coming home with all these issues and all these people and all these different accidents and the family being crazy and all this different stuff. And I just started screaming in the store. And it would look like I was screaming at my son, but I actually wasn't. Like, I was just like screaming to let it all out. And me and my son been talking about it too. Like, he been taking care of me since he was 3 years old. Since he was 3 years old, because of all this drama that people keep creating for no reason. Because they don't actually know what to do, or they don't know what's going on. And instead of them stopping and being like, okay, well, we don't know. We don't know. Like, let's actually stop and talk to her. She's the creator. No, they keep doing the same shit again. Yes?
Can you please give me a blanket?
I can. So, yeah, it's like, this has been too much. It's just been too stressful for us. And I'm still telling y'all that these people are actually fucking following us. Like, this man, I was like, oh yeah, your skin color is nice, and look at your hair, so I can remember who the fuck he was. But essentially, I'm thinking that he has that he had a costume on, because he's like, yeah, look at my tan. Like, I don't care about you. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, it's like, do you really get it? Like, I'm not trying to be my writing. I'm a writer. I'm not trying to be my writing. You know, and it's like, how can I tell this without kicking you in your fucking face? Like, I actually wanted to destroy his face yesterday. Like, I'm not playing. Like, it's like, I'm so tired of these people. I really am. And it ain't all out here like they think they smarter than me or something. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we gonna tell her. We bigger than her. No, the reason why I wanted to come back here is so people know the truth. So they know that you actually have been stalking me. Why would you know what that white man said to me a year or two ago? You stalking me. You know what I'm saying? And if you a friend, why the fuck would you then, therefore, keep doing it? If a person is associated with any of these shows that's going on or whatever they trying to do, you wouldn't put a device in my car. That shit is against the law. You shouldn't be following me like that, trying to keep records of me like that. Like, that shit is actually against the law. You shouldn't know anything personal about me or my child. You shouldn't be in my son's school either. Like, so I don't know what the fuck going on with y'all, but y'all fucking crazy. And that shit is not funny, it's not fun, and it's not cute. So at what point, at what level do you start to realize that that's my fucking writing and I need it back? Instead, I got crazy bitches of, hi, and I think it's gonna be really funny. Get your ass off her. If y'all doing something, then just do it. Like, it's like, I don't even know why I shouldn't even clicked on it in the first place. That was my fault. That was my fucking fault. But that's the whole thing too. It's like, stop. It's not even about you. You not doing anything for me. I'm out here on government assistance and trying to fucking get help for having PTSD because of y'all. And y'all sending other motherfuckers in front of me that could possibly rape me. That could possibly put their hands on me. That could possibly find a way to hit me or hit me with a car or whatever the fuck they be trying to do. It's not a joke. I hate y'all. Like, I really do. I fucking hate you. It ain't no fucking way I should have ended up raped or somebody threatening my son or somebody thinking that knowing anything about my pussy, about what the pussy did, how the pussy went there, nothing. Nobody should know these things about me. And why would y'all think that that's okay and safe? That many men should not have been coming through my house or trying to come to my house. Those people should not have even called me. I don't know what the fuck y'all on or what's wrong with y'all, but y'all really need to fucking recognize the shit y'all doing. These people are fucking crazy. Anyway, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. I fucking hate y'all. I really fucking do. We just trying to live a safe ass life and do what the fuck we gotta do. Y'all up here fucking holding us up. For what? I don't fucking know.